I've never tried a Nuzlocke before, and my Pokemon knowledge is pretty scarce, so I created this version of the Nuzlocke for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. The rules for this Nuzlocke are, I only get one Pokemon per route to use, and since I can see what the Pokemon are, I can choose what I want to catch. But if I accidentally run into a Pokemon, or the Pokemon runs away, then I get no other encounter for that route. The battle style is set, fainted Pokemon get released, and a whiteout equals a reset. Now, since Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is a little bit different and catching is very integral to the game in terms of getting experience, I can catch as many Pokemon as I want, but I can't use them. The game starts off as any other Pokemon game does. You meet the professor and he gives you a Pokemon. In this case, my starter is set to be Pikachu, thus the name Let's Go Pikachu, and from there I head off to Route 1, which I thought would be a bunch of Rattatas, but it turns out there were also a bunch of Pidgeys, so I decided to catch a Pidgey and I named him Felix. Eventually, I ended up in my first battle with my rival, but it's essentially a Tackle battle, so it's not too big of a deal. As I head to Pewter City, I catch an Oddish on Route 2 and a Metapod in Viridian Forest. Their names are Hubert and Linhardt respectively, and as I head into Pewter City Gym, I'm not really feeling worried at all. I have an Oddish in a Rock-type gym, and while I'm not too good at type matchups, I'm pretty sure that's in my favor. I make it to Brock and quickly realize that he's a bit higher level than I am. Like 10, 11 max. 11, yeah, that's what I said. Am I scared? No. Watch this. Means nothing. Hubert the goat. Hubert the goat. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? That's one batch down. Pretty simple for the start of the game. So after this, I head off to Route 3 and Mount Moon, where I find Annette and Ash. And Mount Moon is a bit weird. Some guy thinks I'm trying to steal his dome fossil and wants to fight me. I win, but then Team Rocket is also there and they actually want to steal this fossil and now they want to fight me. I take everyone down and Linhardt evolves into Butterfree throughout all of this. And after the easy victory against Brock, I expected Misty to be just as simple. I'm actually not worried about Misty, like at all. I'm really not worried about this place because I literally have Dimitri, which just means this place gets destroyed. I have Dimitri and Hubert, so this should be pretty free. And to be fair, it was. It's level 16? I mean, it doesn't matter, but like still. All the way up to Misty and her Starmie. 19, okay. I use it twice, just in case. Okay. God. Someone's gonna have to take an L. Someone here has to take an L. And it's gonna be you, Ash. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise you, just don't... Don't die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No. I wasn't even worried about Misty. Misty, I went in, I'm like, I'm not worried about Misty. That'll be easy. I have Pikachu. Level 19. Scald. What? 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 Now that the gym is over, I go off and explore a little bit, which is probably something I should have done before because it turns out there was an entire route I could have trained on, like literally an entire bridge full of trainers that I didn't even bother to look at. But no one will ever be as tough as Misty at this point, so I take those trainers out one by one. How are you at level 12? Misty was at 19! Level 9? Level 9? I dealt with Misty? New routes also mean new Pokemon, and I go to routes 24 and 25 to catch some. And there they go, running away. Well, I guess there's really no chance of rebuilding my team at the moment, but I moved on to meet a Pokemon fanatic that somehow turned himself into a Pokemon. I help him out and he gives me, a child, Tickets to a cruise. I take my leave only to find Team Rocket again, making a mess. This Team Rocket grunt has Eradicate who knows the move Super Fang, which apparently deals 50% damage every single time. I heal and Dimitri avoids the next attack, which leaves me able to take out the Eradicate in one hit. I take the Dig TM from him and make my way to Route 5 and 6, where the Pokemon don't run away from me this time and I catch Claude, a Growlithe, and Caspar, a Rattata. I don't make the same mistake in Vermilion City this time and I actually look for training spots. I find Route 11 and I grab myself a Mr. Mime, who by far has the weirdest typing I've ever seen. Psychic Fairy? What am I supposed to do with that? On this route, I meet the oddest trainer so far, a gamer with a level 26 Diglett. The highest level on my team at the moment is Dimitri at 23, and I didn't find out until much later, but these gamers are just cheesers. His Diglett only has one move, and it is a one-hit KO if it hits. I lost Hubert and Caspar, only to find out that none of this actually had to happen because ground type doesn't affect flying Pokemon, and that's an L I'm gonna have to take. But I guess it was worth it for the knowledge. Either way, I leave and I head to the SS Anne, where I body my rival and Dimitri learns to cut some trees. I decided to take on the next gym, and even on my casual playthrough of this game, Lieutenant Surge gave me a lot of trouble, so I had to go in with a game plan. I don't have anyone strong against electricity, but I do have the Dig TM that I got from Team Rocket. I throw it on Dimitri in hopes that he'll just be a better electric type Pokemon than everyone else at the gym. Okay, he's at level 25. I needed the one hit, thank you. I don't know what his last Pokemon's gonna be at. That's what I'm most nervous about. Is it faster than me? Like is he gonna have another move that isn't electric? I think he really likes Thunderbolt. I think if I remember correctly. $26. Okay, we're the same level. As long as I can go faster, which I can because Pikachu's busted in this game, I should be fine. Okay. Ow. And then just Zippy Zap. And that's Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge stood no chance and I can move on with no worries. After this gym, I go into Diglett Cave where I catch a Diglett. Big shocker, I know. The team rebuilding is going well. I catch Raphael, a Nidoran male on Route 9, and another Nidoran female on Route 10, and then I accidentally send her away. Well, there goes a potential teammate. Team Rocket decides it's a good idea to gang up on me, but they get demolished by Lorelei, and I'm free to head into the rock tunnel. This is where I meet Golbat, who I named Dedue. This tunnel gave me the worst time in the form of a Rhyhorn with Drill Run. By the end of this playthrough, Rhyhorn becomes one of my most hated Pokemon, and you'll see why. I don't know if any of these will work. I should have kept Dig. No, wait, he's a rock type. Or ground type. Wait. Will this work? It's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do for now. Let's go! Shh. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Let's Go Pikachu at this point becomes a stealth game for me because I'm running out of potions and I'm trying to leave without fighting any trainers. You were joking with me. But I make it out of the rock tunnel and onto Route 10 and I'm still running away from anyone and everyone. I head into the town and heal my Pokemon, grab some more potions, and then proceed to go back to Route 10 where I make possibly one of the dumbest decisions ever. One of my greatest weaknesses is my lack of knowledge, and in this case, I didn't know that fire was weak to ground. So I sent Claude into probably one of his worst type matchups, which was against a Sandslash. If you can't tell at this point, I really don't know my type matchups. After this very unfortunate loss, I find that Team Rocket is acting up again. This time, I find them stealing a Cubone in possibly the wildest way too, telling him that they know where his mother is, which is actually insane. So I go out and I try to stop them. And this is where I have a big realization that my team is actually pretty bad. One of my biggest problems is that I don't have a tank-like Pokemon, someone that can take a hit while I try to recuperate. So on Route 8, I try to look for one that'll help me do that, but a Growlithe runs into me and makes that decision for me. Still, there are more Pokemon to catch on Route 7, and oh, they ran away. I trained the Pokemon I do have on Route 7 and 8 where I run into another gamer. And I am proven right because he has a level 35 Rhyhorn. So it turns out that all of these gamers have one-hit KO moves, so typing doesn't matter anyway. I need to lower the accuracy. Again, I need to make sure he does not hit me. Felix goes down and I'm absolutely devastated. I was so sure that I would take him all the way to Elite Four, and this is the saddest loss for me so far. I throw a net in and Rhyhorn goes down into hits. I'm honestly very sad about it. Honestly, like, very annoyed. I don't trust these gamers, bro. I don't trust these gamers, and this is why. Level 35 Rhyhorn for what? For what? For what? Like, it's gonna be harder than the freaking gym leader. I immediately head off to Team Rocket's base, saddened by the loss, and I'm in no mood to trade anymore. I just want to take out Team Rocket and be done with this entire section of the game. I make it to Jesse and James, and they love their poison-type Pokemon for some reason, and they take out my Ferdinand because he has a nonsense typing, which is part Fairy. Why are you Fairy? Why are you a Fairy type? Why? For what? But the admin also loves his poison-type Pokemon too. You know, this would work if you weren't at level 22. That's my fault. That's my fault though. I'll be honest, I'll keep it real. But luckily, Dimitri is strong enough to handle the admin with ease. Next is the big man himself, Giovanni, who of course has a level 35 Rhyhorn. Why? Add God. This Pokemon will be the bane of my existence and the bane of this entire playthrough. I throw out Annette, hoping she can take him out quickly, but it turns into a bit of a healing battle. I heal 10 turns in a row, hoping he'll finally run out of Drill Run, and I take him down after that. Ground and poison types will be the end of me. So with Giovanni down, I get the Cubone back, and I take him back to the tower where mother and son are reunited. I catch a Haunter in this tower and name her Edelgard. I destroy Jesse and James again, all to receive the Pokeflute, which allows me to go back to Celadon and wake up a Snorlax so I can proceed onto a new route. I catch Snorlax and I call him Vander. I will treasure my new tank on the team. But you remember that Haunter that I just mentioned? Yeah, she died. Like, almost immediately. In fact, most of my team almost died, and I'll let you take a guess as to what Pokemon almost took them out. It was a level 36 Rhyhorn, the worst Pokemon in this entire game. It was basically the same battle as Giovanni, where I'm just potion stalling for my life, because it was literally the run's life on the line. With that nightmare over, I head over to Erica's gym and hope I'm a high enough level to be safe. And it turns out that I definitely am, because my weakest level Pokemon, Ignatz, the Growlithe, is the same level as the gym leader. Plus, he's a fire-type Pokemon in a grass-type gym. I take the W and the badge. I head out to Route 17, and I think things are starting to look up, and oh, what's this? I'm mashing the A button and Annette takes 2 earthquakes and faints. A Pokemon that was becoming one of the best on my team was taken out by a dumb mistake. Wow, who would have thought? But I continue on Route 17 and I find another Pidgeotto. I catch her and vow not to let her die, but as it turns out, the next trainer battle has other plans for me. If I thought that Rhyhorn was bad, then I was not prepared for a Marowak with Rock Slide. I thought I paid my dues to this species, but she's trying to send me to the tower next. This is probably the closest I've been to a whiteout. Marowak takes out Ignatz, Vi, and Vander due to some really terrible plays. And the only reason I was able to beat her was because she ran out of moves, then used Struggle and damaged herself in recoil. Incredible gameplay, I know. I thought it wouldn't get worse, but Magneton gets thrown out and is faster than my Ignatz, and he also faints. Dimitri delivers the final blow to the Magneton, but the damage is already done to my morale. I make it to Fuchsia City and then immediately leave Fuchsia City. I know this gym is poison, but I also know that I don't know how to deal with that. Besides, I only have 3 Pokemon on my team, so that's not looking good. I head on to Route 15 and try to catch a Okay, there it goes. I'm 2 seconds away from turning off this console, I swear. Fortunately, routes 14 and 13 are right next to me, and I catch yet another Pidgeotto. Wait. I paused and he didn't die in the next few seconds. I named the Pidgeotto Root, but I ended up changing the name later to Robin because it felt weird naming a Pokemon after myself. I also catch a Gloom on Route 13 and name her Jinx. I hate this Pokemon. I hate this Pokemon. I hate him. I hate him. Did I come up with... Yes, it was you. It was you. It was you. You're my answer to ground type. Right, Jinx? It was you? Mega Drain? Nice.
Nice. That's my answer. Jinx.
I still had a Nidorino in my backpack, but I didn't know how to evolve him. I ended up just looking it up, and I had to find a Moonstone, which is conveniently located in Mount Moon. I go back there and retrieve it, and I get myself a Nidoking. After all that, I go back to Route 13, which also leads me back to Route 12, which takes me back to Vermilion. So I go and heal my Pokemon there, and I find Officer Jenny with a Squirtle, and I decided to take him off her hands and name him Clagor. I go and see what level he's at, and he is at 16? And I'm at level 47. Oh, that's a problem. But either way, my team is now Pikachu, Golbat, Nidoking, Bloom, Pidgeotto, and Squirtle. I figured I'd put Squirtle in, and he just gains experience in the background and would just hope for the best from there. Back at Fuchsia, I found Route 19 with some trainers, and I really need to start looking at Pokemon types because who thought it was a good idea for Starmie to be both water and psychic?
Okay, Jinx should work on Starmie. That I'm pretty sure of. At least fighting with Starmie. I hope to God.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Okay. The answer is yes. You're kidding me. What a joke. Are you... Good job, Pikachu. I'm proud of you. I'm extremely upset about Jinx. Extremely upset.
I was so excited to have Jinx on my team and I just threw. I finally had a grass-type Pokemon back and now we're back to 0. Following this loss, I no longer have any sympathy for the next gym. I have matchup charts open and I teach my overleveled Dimitri and Raphael dig and I head in. And this is one of the worst gyms so far because their only goal is to stall because they literally only use Toxic and Protect. But after all that nonsense, I make it to Koga and he is insane because he sends in his Weezing only to let it explode. But luckily, I'm literally only using one move this entire time, which is Dig, so I'm safe. Koga sends in Venomoth next.
Is Venomoth flying? Is Venomoth flying?
Which is a bug, poison type Pokemon.
Alright, so Dig will still work on you.
That knows a psychic move? Like, why? I take out Raphael after learning this and send Dimitri, who takes him down pretty quickly.
I'm just gonna hit him with a Thunderbolt. I'm not even gonna worry about Dig right now. You're alive. Thank you! I'm scared I'm gonna miss. So I'm just gonna heal. I'm too scared I'm gonna miss. So you're either gonna use Psychic or Sludge Bomb, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thunderbolt, this should hit. Thank God I... Thunderbolt. Nice, okay.
Muck gets sent in next, and he loves using Protect, so while he's doing that, I just use Double Team and raise my evasion because I might as well. Muck goes down not long after, and Golbat is the last Pokemon.
Perfect. Perfect.
Which is just a free win since Dimitri is already on the field.
There's no sympathy after what happened with Jinx. It wasn't any of your fault, but I don't care.
Koga's down, and that's Gym 5. I head towards Saffron, but I stopped by Route 19 to catch Eradicate, and I named him Silco. The next objective in the game is to go to Silphco in Saffron City to stop Team Rocket's shenanigans again, but Blue stops me at the door, and he wants to fight me, for me to prove my strength and my worth, I guess. But I think I'm playing this game wrong, because he's at a lower level than Koga. I don't know if I was supposed to go to Saffron first and do this, and then go to Koga. I really have no idea.
38, okay. Doable. How do I spell that? Executor. Executor. Grass Psychic. What kind of nonsense is that? Grass, weak to fire, ice, poison, flying, psychic, but I'm weak to psychic. Am I weak to psychic? No, wait. I thought I was. Wait, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna use Poison Jab. Okay. Psychic to poison, super effective. Okay. Okay, it worked out. It's fine. Flying fire. Take a hit. You can take a hit. Pikachu, I believe in you. I've never believed in you more. Okay. Just end it. Yes! Okay. Pikachu's a bit overleveled. A lot.
Sivko was a breeze after all of this. Double battle with Jesse and James was simple, and Giovanni takes another L. Easy, and I move on. Okay, well, actually, the Rhyhorn still gave me trouble, but I just played the healing game again. How fun. So after beating Team Rocket again, I leave Silphco and I decided to battle trainers that I missed on some different routes. And this is arguably the worst decision that I've made in this run. Unbelievable that I'm still saying that, I know, after everything that's already happened.
I have low special defense! I feel like I have nothing to do with Psychic now. Oh, my special defense fell.
I thought everything would be fine. It was supposed to be an easy training session. Dimitri was over-leveled, everything was supposed to be okay. This whole time, I never thought I would lose Dimitri, but my lack of knowledge just proved to be his downfall. And I honestly didn't get over this for a while, but I begrudgingly trudged forward. Dimitri is permanently in the game with me, so he learned Sea-Skim and we headed off to Route 20, where I found Victor, a Tentacool. Seafoam Islands was the destination, and Jace, the Slowpoke, chooses me. I stay and level up all my Pokemon in this place. I leave with a Blastoise, a Slowbro, and a Tentacruel. I travel past Seafoam Islands and I find myself in Cinnabar, but I think I've gone a little bit too far at this point, so I fly back to Saffron where I find a dojo. I got a Hitmonchan, and it was honestly a little weak compared to my team, so I kept him in my box. So with everything that happened, I'm also now realizing that I have a big problem with the next gym. It's a Psychic type gym, and I have 3 Poison-type Pokemon. My original plan was to train up Silco, the Raticate, because he had Dark-type moves, but he also fainted against the Executor. So now I need a new plan. I look at all my TMs, and I have Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse. I check who can learn these moves, and Jace can learn Shadow Ball, while Clagor can learn Dark Pulse. Ghost and Dark are good against Psychic, thanks to the matchup chart I'm looking at, so I equip it on them and hope they can carry. The plan seems to be going well, and I make it all the way up to Sabrina with no problems, but she was not going down without a fight.
Mr. Mime, very Psychic. I'm in a bit of a predicament. Psychic is good against Poison, right? So you two are out, and you're out, and then Fairy is good against the Dark, which only leaves Ghost. Am I saying this right? I wanted to say whatever you're gonna do next. Okay. I can deal with that. Maybe if I can try to confuse you though. Hopefully. Oh, you're not even confused. Never mind. Okay, that didn't work. I see the game we're playing. She has 4 Pokemon! Okay. 4 Pokemon. I'm almost out of Shadow Ball. Alakazam. Psychic. Just straight Psychic. I only have 3 of these. Yeah, it's not very effective, is it? It only did almost half. That was my last Shadow Ball. Let me see what he has. I need to... Okay. You probably need a Psychic, right? Like, you probably have a Psychic, if I had to take a guess. Do I pray that I can tank the hit? Is that what I do? Scary. Very scary. I don't have anything to raise my special defense move-wise. And she's trying to kill me. Don't do Calm Mind. Don't do Calm Mind. It's still bad. And my special defense fell? What's your special defense? It's your weakest. But what's your special defense? And you're still barely living that. You will die, without a doubt. You will die. You will die. Your special... I dodge. At least dodge the move. Like, can we do that? Can we do that? I don't want my Pidgeot to die. Pidgeot to die. I just... Okay. Are you like out of Psychic? Or if you're out of Psychic, I'm sending someone back out. But I don't think you are. If I Whirlwind, will it allow me like another turn? Or will they just get to attack? And then I Whirlwind? It was a bad idea. 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 It was a horrible idea. It was a bad idea. One of the worst ideas I've ever had in my life. This is like your worst matchup. Like, that's insane. Do I like pray that he doesn't use a psychic move and send out Raphael? Do like some stupid move. Do like some stupid move. If Raphael dies, I cry and quit. No shot she's faster, right? No! I'm hitting him. 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 No. 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 No.
And that's the end of the 6th gym. Sabrina gives me the Calm Mind TM and I leave. I don't want to be there anymore. And I'm learning that sometimes I should just throw out an attack and forego healing. There was literally absolutely no reason to heal there.
I was scared I was gonna miss, so I healed and then he almost died again. Sometimes I think I should just go for it. But then I'm scared. I'm like, what if they missed and they died? But then he almost died anyway, so what was the point?
After all of this nonsense, I head to Cinnabar. I train a little bit in the mansion, but I don't spend too long there after I find the key. I know the next gym is a fire type gym, and I'm not really worried at all because I have 3 water type Pokemon now, and I literally only need Clagor, and Blaine never stood a chance. I feel like my Pokemon are at a pretty good level, so I don't waste too much time heading to the next gym, and we're back at Viridian City with lovely ground type Pokemon, a type that has given me trouble since the beginning of the game. But this time it's different. This time I have 3 water type Pokemon and a stone to Mega Evolve my Blastoise. I find my way to Giovanni in no time, who should honestly just give me the badge at this point.
This is the 3rd time. 4th? 3rd? It's been too many, is the point. Okay, Giovanni? I don't want to deal with this anymore. You don't want to deal with this anymore. Give me the badge. Give me the badge. Alright, I've done this 3 times. 2 times? I don't know. Too many times. Just give me the badge. Level 49? Sir? Okay, I have to hit him because if I don't, we're just gonna be stuck in this circle. You hit me first. Oh, love that. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me see your moves, Nidoking. Do you by any chance have... I'm about to throw Robin in, because you'll probably Earthquake me, knowing how you guys like to play. Poison Jab? You really Poison Jabbed me? If you have a Rock Slide, I'm gonna scream. Thank God. Okay. It's poison, so like, Jace would do the best. What's good against Psychic? I always forget. It's like Bug, Ghost, Dark. Alright, so I'm actually gonna throw Jace out for this. Okay. And I was poisoned. That's bad. Okay, that's bad. Okay, we're getting Jace out of this. For sure. I never put my Nidoking back in. I left a Wayne. Shoot. Nice, nice. Good flinch. Good flinch. Okay. Nice. I forgot to put my Nidoking back in. I forgot. I don't know what you can throw at me. He's just strong. I'm gonna have to wait out the Earthquake. Why? How much PP does Earthquake have? 10, right? I mean, I would hope it's 5, but I'm gonna assume it's 10. 10. I have to wait it out. Because I'm thinking I could send in, like, Dedue or Robin and just, like, have him miss one. Because if he just randomly hits you with a Rock Slide, I'm, like, they're dead. So I'm just gonna wait it out. I think I waited too long. Okay. I think he ran out. Should I just Mega Evolve and just like... I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Okay. Why'd I do... Perfect. Give me.
and the 8th gym is over. I could finally head towards Victory Road. Well, not yet. It turns out my rival wants to fight, and it's honestly a pretty easy battle, all things considered. I have Pokemon that can deal with pretty much anything he decides to throw at me. So now I head off to Victory Road, which is apparently a cave, which is just weird to call it a road, but whatever. I run into a Machoke, catch her, and name her Sully. I fight the trainers here, but I think my team is in a pretty good spot. By the time I reach the Indigo Plateau, my Pokemon team is Clagor at 51, Sully at 48, Robin at 56, Dedue at 55, Jace at 52, and Raphael at 56. Before I go into the Elite Four, I search through the TMs that I have to see if there's anything that'll help me with the Elite Four. I give Jace Fire Blast to help with Lorelei, and later on give Raphael Thunderbolt to help with Lance. I look to my fallen friend for one last push, and he gives me some encouragement. I head in for the last 5 battles of the game. I started the match with Lorelei by having Sully in the first slot. Ice is weak against fighting, so this is my best bet. So I figured the best course of action would be to bulk up. That way I can take out Lorelei's Pokemon a little bit faster. However, there are 2 things I didn't take into account. Sully can flinch, and she's slow. Sully manages to get a hit in, but Lorelei switches out to Slowbro in response, and I answer right back with Jace. My plan is to calm mind a couple of times to make sure that I have the strongest Slowbro. I let out 2 Psychics, and one of them crits, which means that Slowbro is down. Lorelei sends out Lapras, but I equip Jace with Fire Blast for Lorelei specifically, so Lapras goes down quickly as well. Slowbro is managing to take out her entire team, because it's the same story with Jinx and Cloyster. I let Sully take out Dugong mainly because it would be nice to have her level up at least one more time, just in case I need her somewhere down the line. And with that, Lorelei is down and I head for Bruno. Bruno specializes in fighting type Pokemon, but he starts off with an Onix, and at the beginning of the match I realized that Dedue is going to be the star of this fight. Luckily, I have Mega Drain, so Onix doesn't do much damage, and when it comes to the other fighting type Pokemon, Dedue has Fly to handle the situation. But for some reason, every single Pokemon has Rock Slide. Dedue takes out Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, but Bruno's Machamp lands a hefty Rock Slide, so I switch to Jace because Psychic can also handle fighting well, but he gets hit with an Earthquake. I figure that Bruno will probably throw out another Earthquake next turn and throw in Robin because it won't affect him. Machamp goes down next turn and Poliwrath is the last Pokemon. All it takes is 2 turns and Bruno is the next to fall. Agatha is the trainer that I'm probably the most nervous for because she has a lot of poison type Pokemon, but I have Raphael, so this should be something that my team can handle. Arbok is handled in 2 hits and Agatha sends in Gengar. This is the first real scare. I'm paralyzed and Shadow Ball is doing quite a bit of damage, but 1 hit of Drill Run and Gengar is done for. Golbat is next, but once again Raphael is paralyzed and is already at low health. So I heal Raphael and send in Jace, and I don't really know my reasoning for this, but it doesn't go well. I decided to send in Dedue because I fully believe I have the better Golbat, and Jace already did enough damage for me to take him out. With Raphael already healed, I switch him back and take out Weezing with ease, but apparently Agatha has another Gengar, but he's just as easy as the first. Lance specializes in Dragon-type Pokemon, and I don't think I have any experience with them thus far, but if there's one thing I do know, it's that Dragon is weak to Dragon. With that being said, Seadra is out first. I let Dedue handle the situation with Mega Drain. Aerodactyl is up next, which is an odd type for me to deal with, but Raphael has an electric move now. He gets hit with a Rock Slide first, but for some reason Aerodactyl has Earthquake, which leaves Raphael hurting. So I send in Dedue because I think he's going to use another Earthquake, which he does. I look up Aerodactyl typing and learned that he's rock flying, so I send in Clagor and I let him handle it. I thought Lance specialized in dragons, but all these typings are weird because Gyarados is water flying, which is dumb. Either way, I send in Jace and I take this chance to heal my team, mainly because I'll need Clagor because he's the only one with a dragon type move. Jace takes out Gyarados and then proceeds to destroy Charizard in 1 hit. Dragonite is the Pokemon that I am actually worried about. I send in Clagor, who is a couple of levels down, but I have hope. My plan was to Mega Evolution and Outrage, but Dragonite's Outrage does way too much damage to me. I play the healing game until Dragonite hits itself in confusion. With that one opening, Dragonite goes down. The champion, my rival, is the last battle of the game. The first thing he does is Mega Evolve his Pidgeot, only to hit me once and then switch into Vileplume. I send out Dedue to take him out with Fly. Jolteon is out next, so I send out Raphael. That's an easy matchup for me, and my rival sends in Slowbro next. I would say the Pokemon that I'm the least prepared for, but I just do the same thing I did with Lorelei. I send out my own Slowbro. I don't really have any moves to deal with him, so I calm mind about 5 or so times. I am not taking any risks at all. If I land a hit, I want it to count. It's a pretty slow fight because he keeps using light screen, but eventually Slowbro is down. Rapidash is up, and that's just free. The Mega Evolved Pidgeot is back out and already near half health. I'm 6 Comp Mines in, and Pidgeot only takes 1 hit. The last Pokemon is a Marowak, and this one is for all those Pokemon that fell all that time ago. One last surf to end it all, and this playthrough is over.
Let's go! Was that time? I think we can call that time, right? I did it. I did it. It was hard. For me, at least. Congratulations, champion. Congratulations.